So there's of course been a lot of chatter about the State of the Union address that happened on Tuesday evening. Now that we're, 2 days removed from that, the dust has settled. We're finally starting to, kind of get a feel for what was said. But one of the things I just have to talk about is Donald Trump's response to it. And I'm not just talking about the Truth Social posts that Trump sent out where he actually praised Biden. It said like he's not stumbling, he's doing a good job. His wife looks beautiful tonight. It was weird. It was like somebody else took control of Donald Trump's Truth Social and he praised Biden actually during the speech. But after the speech is when Donald Trump got angry and he sent out these posts on Truth Social. Here's the real State of the Union. Over the past 2 years under Biden, millions and millions of illegal aliens from 160 different countries have stormed across our southern border. Drug cartels are now raking in billions of dollars from smuggling poison to kill our people and to kill our children. Savage killers, rapists, and violent criminals are being released from jail to continue their crime wave, and under Biden, the murder rate has reached the highest in the history of our country. Before I continue, I think it's worth pointing out that literally all of that is untrue. We have not had millions and millions and millions of people across the southern border from 160 different countries. We have actually seen a record number of apprehension of individuals on the most wanted list, on the terrorist watch list. We are seizing record amounts of drugs at the southern border because they're actually doing their jobs. That's not a bad thing that they're seizing this stuff and destroying it. Not to mention the fact that the murder rate is not even anywhere near the highest it's ever been in this country. Murder rates overall, believe it or not, I know you won't know this if you watch conservative media, they're actually down. Even in those big crime-riddled cities that they love to talk about, New York City, Chicago, LA, murder rates are down. They're actually down. Trump continued, and this is where things get a little weird. Joe Biden's weaponized Justice Department, and I'm a victim of it, is persecuting his political opponents. His administration is waging war on free speech. They're trying to indoctrinate and mutilate our children. He's leading us to the brink of World War III, and on top of all of that, he's the most corrupt president in American history, and it's not even close. Whew. Once again, every single thing he said is false right there. Joe Biden is not using the United States government to target his political enemies. Actually, Donald, that was you who did that. And we actually learned a little bit more about that this week with your contacts with Twitter, trying to get them to ban people who were critical of you. But this is where we're at. Donald Trump is going to play the victim. I mean, he clearly said, I'm a victim of it, talking about the so-called weaponization of the federal government against conservatives. You're not a victim of it. You're just a guy who appears to have broken the law multiple different times in multiple different ways, and you're being investigated for it. You have not been charged with any of it. Although, as we know, up in New York, they did draft the charges, but the new DA decided not to do it because he's a freaking coward. But your company did bad things. Your company's been found guilty of doing bad things. It is officially a criminal company. So don't act like you're the victim when we're still finding all the skeletons in the closet. And this is what I also don't understand about this. Donald Trump trying to be like, I'm the victim, poor, pitiful me, I'm so pathetic and sad. And then he'll turn around and be like, I'm the manliest man ever, and conservatives should worship me because of my physique and I'm healthier than anybody in the history of mankind. You can't both be a manly man and then whine about being the victim of everything that you don't like. But that's what he does. His base buys it up. And this is such a stark contrast from the praise he was heaping on top of Biden during the speech, which again makes you wonder who was really in control of that Truth Social account when all of those kind words about Biden and his wife were being sent out to the public. This is Hattie. Hattie wants to know why you have not subscribed to our channel. You obviously like our videos, so do us a favor and subscribe.